Think of some reasons why a project may be initiated. The business case will contain the reason for why the project is being initiated. Hence, the business case is an input to this process. A few of the common reasons for initiating projects include market demand, business need, customer request, technological advance, legal requirement, or social need. Contracts are an input when applicable, usually when a project is undertaken for an external customer. The contract becomes necessary. The contract may or may not have detailed information. Irrespective of the amount of information in the contract, it needs to be considered when developing the project charter. The next input is enterprise environmental factors. Keep an eye out for this input. You will see them in a lot of other processes. Enterprise environmental factors are aspects, situations, or events in the company that directly or indirectly influence the project's success. In other words, these factors will tell you how your company does business. Enterprise environmental factors appear as inputs to most planning processes. A few examples of enterprise environmental factors relating to organizational culture and structure include authoritative management, supportive peers. As we have seen, enterprise environmental factors include all the issues, conditions, situations, and circumstances in the environment that can influence a project in a positive or negative manner. Let's look at some examples of what constitute enterprise environmental factors. Marketplace conditions, company culture and structure, risk tolerances, project management information systems, and work authorization systems. Enterprise environmental factors. Enterprise environmental factors are conditions, circumstances, aspects, and situations that affect the project. This covers everything that influences a project's success. Think of all the factors in your company or in the market that are relevant for your project. Enterprise environmental factors appear as an input to most of the planning processes. Marketplace conditions. Examples of marketplace conditions that could affect your project include currency exchange fluctuations, vendor prices, costs of materials, demand and supply. Company culture. Examples of company culture and structure include reporting relationships, work-life balance, bureaucratic mindset, technology adoption, and service orientation. Risk tolerances. Examples of risk tolerances include sponsor being risk-averse, which means that he or she does not like risks, maturity in terms of understanding uncertainty. If the project manager likes to take excessive risks, but the stakeholders are risk-averse, there could be issues if the two parties do not reconcile their differences. Project Management Information System. The Project Management Information System includes the tools that the company utilizes for collecting and sharing project information. The level of usage and degree of maturity in using these systems play a big role in a project. Work authorization systems. Work authorization systems refer to the manner in which work gets assigned to individuals. For example, a project manager is assigned work through issuance of a role description sheet. Engineers get their work assigned through an email detailing their tasks. The next input is organizational process assets. Organizational process assets include plans, procedures, policies, guidelines, and the knowledge bases. In other words, organizational process assets tell you how your company runs projects. Lessons learned and historical information are important knowledge bases that fall under the organizational process assets. Think of all the assets that exist in the company that could help the project. Assets are usually tangible and take the form of policies and procedures. You can think of organizational process assets as a collection of all relevant documents. Organizational process assets include plans, procedures, policies, guidelines, and the knowledge bases. Lessons learned and historical information are important knowledge bases that fall under the OPA. Examples of policies may be hiring policies, policies about engaging with vendors, policies on procuring materials. Examples for templates could be claim templates, warranty templates, authorization forms, and time reporting templates. Knowledge base includes folder on lessons learned, past project documents, training material, benchmark reports, or industry reports. Let's now move on to the tools and techniques of this process. Expert judgment. You will see this tool in a lot of other processes. It makes sense, doesn't it? We as project managers are not supposed to be subject matter experts on every topic. However, we should have at our disposal people who are subject matter experts. Expert judgment, like the name suggests, is the expertise or knowledge derived from qualified sources. This primarily includes subject matter experts. People or entities with knowledge and experience can play the role of experts and offer valuable advice or suggestions in project decisions. Think of the nature of expertise required for developing the project charter and who can provide you with the expertise required. Let's move on to the output for this process. There is only one output for this process, and that is the project charter. The project charter is considered as one of the most important project documents. The project charter is a result of initiating a project. The approved version of this document formally authorizes the project. It has the following information: project purpose, measurable project objectives, high-level requirements, high-level project description, high-level product characteristics, summary milestone schedule, summary budget. Notice that the information contained in the project charter is at a very high level, since this is the first document that is put together. Information in this document will be used to make detailed plans. Bear in mind that the activities in this process are to initiate a project. Detailed planning will take place in the processes in the planning process group. The outputs of this process, which is in the initiating process group, goes in as inputs to the planning processes. Notice that the project charter has high-level information enough to get the project started off.